I am here as a member of the National Public Safety Team. Just want to let you know public safety is number one priority for us. I hope it is for you. Is that reflected in this chart that I've put here today regarding CSI? These are professionals who help our police identify and capture criminals. They collect evidence so that the district attorney can prosecute offenders and find justice for victims. I'm going to go real fast because I know you have a time limit. I find it sadly ironic that on the very day the city of Sacramento is considering reducing the number of police officers in what is already the lowest staffed police department for a city the size of Sacramento in the nation, and thus not only jeopardizing the citizens, but also the men and women of the Sacramento Police Department, that on this very day, National Law Enforcement Memorial Day, our nation is honoring more than 19,000 law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty throughout our country's history.
Correct.
I pray, I'm going to close them up right now. I pray your final decisions on the budget do not contribute to another officer being added to that total. As a former city council member, I fully understand the struggle with funding all that are looking for and need help. But as an elected official, your number one priority must be to the citizens as a whole, and that must start with adequate funding for police services. This must be not only in your words, but your actions. I pray each of you have the courage to do the right thing. Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, Brad.
David? David, Janae?
All right, we got David and then Richard, I believe. All right.
Yeah, I am not Dave Janae.
Are you Richard?
Richard Cable.
All right.
And my
He's better looking than I am.
and my
Much better
connection to
looking.
Sacramento goes back to 1850, when my ancestors settled here in Sacramento, Midtown, and downtown. My grandfather was a fire chief of Sacramento, turn of the century. His son, my uncle, was a fireman. And I have 2 plots at the city cemetery that I look at after religiously. So I have a vested interest in Sacramento. I want to bring your attention to the Communications Center staffing trend. This is a department that responds to 9/11 calls, emergencies calls, etc., to the police department. And as you can see, from 2007 to 2012, there's been a reduction each year in the number of people working in that department. The last figures I have are from 2010. 700,000 calls were made into that department. That's a lot of calls. What's troubling to me, though, is 18,000 calls to 9/11 were never completed. In other words, someone got disconnected, they dropped the phone, got to the wrong department, and I think that's a worry. We know that, you just heard the police say that criminal activity is increasing, population is increasing, and this department needs to be maintained and funded. We need more people in this department, not fewer, just as we need more policemen, not fewer. Thank you very much.
All right.